Heyokaz, it's Roslynn back again. I hope everybody is doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time coming by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing, excited, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is always truly appreciated. Being able to know that we all can resonate with the changes that are taking place in our lives for a better outcome is truly a blessing on so many directions and so many levels. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative, just give you good vibes or insight that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through trying times at the moment and needing spiritual guidance or confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support as always, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music that you're hearing in the background is from NRGA Music Therapy. It's called Music to Cut Karmic Ties, Healing Past Emotions and whatever that energy is transcending from somewhere. So anyway, the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokaz, reflecting and projecting tri-dimensionally. I was watching, I said, dang, the word is about to get patented and made a word today. But I was picking out some more thumbnails. I've been liking the ones that I get that are like psychedelic or, like 3D dimension that can really catch your eye. It kind of like collaborates with the video or the content that I'm pushing out at that time. And I seen the message on it, and it was very beautiful. It's like, physically I'm on earth, mentally I'm in the universe, spiritually I'm in a whole other dimension. And that is true. When you're combining ourselves as the warriors of evolution, it's like when I say I wish I can just show y'all the visions that I have. I'll be trying to describe them to you, and just being able, how you just look at something like, wow, you have to just be there. You just have to just be there. And it's just like dealing with all these different things. You're allowing yourself to be able to, when you see yourself in the mirror, you tend to look at yourself different. And a lot of times, as us, especially if it's like you have issues with what you reflect, that's something that you need to be able to, go through that transition or whatever healing you need to do possible for it to take place. But it's just like, when I get these different visions, especially when I'm meditating, or it's just like I'll zone out for a minute. And it's just like, there's times that I've seen like different ones about people being like the last airbender, all these different things going around. And I always thought that was kind of neat movie when I seen the first one. I think there's a second one. I didn't get a chance to see it. But going through all these different things, what we've been facing, what we have to allow ourselves to release, when we're allowing ourselves to be open, becoming more in tune with that shadow self on healing, and also being able to come within strong physical oneness with that spiritual that's always been there. It's just like being in this body, it can really just do some tolls on you. And it's just allowing you to really expand your the way you tend to look at things. And it's just a lot of times when we try to explain ourselves or explain the things that we see with people that are asleep in that way, they're not going to understand. They're looking like, are you all right, or whatever. But you're allowing yourself to really see where you're allowing yourself to go, being able to understand and being able to just see things at a much deeper level. Because a lot of times it's just like, we're all going through that transcension, And transcension is like surpassing everything. And it's like I told y'all before, I've had visions where, the vibes are so intense that it's just like you're folding, like, you're jumping through portals already as it is, and you're folding dimensions just because of the frequencies you're holding, and that's intensifying. And you just think about it. It just seems like, when it's coming from me as being a content creator, on a lot of people connecting with me because they find that they're Heyoka, or they're spiritually in tuned, or they're along the spectrum, or they're a Heyoka, whatever, or twin flame. We are looking at so many different things, and it's like, and it's like when I see these visions, and a lot of times when I tell y'all about things before it happen, it automatically comes to true. And that's just a blessing, being able to know I can be able to pass stuff down like that. And a lot of us are able to do that, if you hold that gift that you have, which a lot of us do, and sometimes we don't even realize we have it. But it's just like being able to see, it's like I see a lot of us as empaths, where we're like, where I'm trying to see it, where I'm trying to describe it. I'm trying to be able to be very selective about the words that I use. But seeing us, and it's like we're in our own world on how we deal with things. It's like we're going through our own purgatory, but it's purgatory of growth. It's not like, down there, in purgatory, or torture or whatever like that. But it's like you're facing a lot of things that was hard for you to face. You're no longer that runner. You're allowing yourself to face these things. This is the most intense thing you ever have to do for right now. For right now, you already know that you're going through all these different situations where you're facing a lot of things. You're becoming more open, and the more you become more open to it, there's a lot of things that feel like it's repeating. You're going through these deja vu type transitions. It's like, hey, I felt that before. You'll start seeing glitches, or you're more in tune with the Mandela effect, when you've seen something some way, and it's messed up another. There'll be times that you can see people's face morph. That's mean you're breaking that barrier of the matrix. So it's like, when you're doing that, you're being tri-dimensional. You're one with the universe. You're becoming oneness with your spiritual being. On top of that, you're a warrior that is intensified. That's a scary situation, especially if it's just like you try to understand why things are so hard for you right now. And this is like, when I look at it, like, oh, okay, well, dang, okay. I mean, it got to be this bad. And, I knew you said expect the unexpected, but this is way out the ball field for me. But I get it. If you're opening up to something that is evolution, that, I mean, you're going to have to be doing and saying and working and moving forward in a whole new different way. I'm like, okay, this is the whole tea. Let me just had to sip some tea at this time. But going through all those different things that you really trying to allow yourself to just let that sink in, because there's a lot of things I look like, wait a minute, you want me to say what now? Because I'll have a vision about something. Like I said, it's like when I see us, is that there's times I see us in the fire rituals, when we're getting the paint on our faces from the trials and the battles that we have ran against, and we have also conquered. And it is just like they're wanting to celebrate that time of that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a special, you know, um, celebration, basically, a special celebration for you to be able to know that you have conquered this. You're allowing yourself to move forward. Now they're taking you to another level of things, and you're not allowing yourself to move forward when there's things coming on. And this is why when people tell me, like, Roslynn, I'm having these really pounding headaches, at times it seems like I'm foggy, like, things is just, either it's like time is speeding up, time is moving, slowing down, or you're getting signals, like you're having that where it makes you feel like you have really bad tendonitis. But it's just about you hitting them spiritual antennas, because you're getting so many different astral feeds from so many different things that you're becoming one with yourself. And this is what we've been doing for many millenniums. It's just that you're starting to come into that acknowledgement, is saying, you know what, I've been through this before. I'm knowing you know, what I'm used to dealing with is far more greater than I ever dealt with before. Because we always dealt with, heavy things. So, it's just like going through these different things that's taking place. It's just like, wow, um, I'm able to see things at a deeper level. And it's just like feel things at a deeper level. And it's just like, it feels scary at times because you're going through these intense side effects. Like you're going through hot, cold chills. It'll be feeling like somebody put dry ice all through your body. Like you're just constantly cold. Or you getting to that point where you sweating. Like you're just, they put a heater up under you. Or there'll be times where everything's feel tingly. Or there'll be times that you'll just zone out. You're going through that huge transition, and it's scary at this time because with all the things that's taking place right now. You're like, Lord, what am I doing? Am I walking, whatever? And you're going through these huge transformations, and that you really can't, just allow your mind to be wrapped around that, and for you to be able to do that. That's when it's letting you know, because it's like, even when I speak, or even when y'all ask me a question, it's just like it goes, I start analyzing a lot of stuff, and I'm like, girl, you don't talk like that, what's going on? I don't do that. I'm just that type of person, even though I'm not saying that somebody's slow or they're ignorant to a certain extent or anything, but we are ignorant when it comes to things that we're not aware of. And it's just like when we see that word ignorant, it's trying to say you're stupid or whatever. And it's not that. There are things that you have not been aware of that may be taking place, or there are certain signals or certain significance of information that's being sent out that you have not came into close connection with. And a lot of things that's taking place in your life, that you're starting to receive different sacros for things that people haven't even came across yet. And I mean, talking about the big wigs like NASA and all these other folks. Like, I love dealing with quantum physics. I'll say that was my best thing in life. Or when I dealt with history was just like a turning fence for me, because when it start touching on certain things, I'm like, hold up, no, this gonna cause an issue, and I can't deal with that. But it's allowing me to really dive deep, because I'm starting to allow myself. It's just like dealing with the shadow work. You're allowing yourself to really venture off on things that is a very touchy subject for a lot of us, or any of us, if you're dealing with things that you're really trying to fight to heal from. But there's things that you still have to be able to tiptoe up to, just for you to be able to connect with that, because you already know what type of vibes it gave off when it actually, well, the actual impact when it first took place. So when you're allowing yourself to go through more separation of the illusion, more, your veils are being dropped and all this, and with all the what is it? What's that metro? Mercury retrograde that's taking place, that's kind of like adding to that. And along with that moon phase, you probably got intense, and just so happened I'm looking at it, it's like the daggone wolf is right there, of the wolf moon. All the vibes was, I remember it was like that night I was so energetic and hyped. I didn't know what the heck was wrong with me, and I was like, oh, it's the wolf moon. So it's just like I made sure I was like secluded to myself, because I know there was intense changes that was going on, and I was not trying to mesh with anybody going through some stuff like that, because you never know how it's taking somebody, how it's making them feel, and all these different things is taking place. It's just like you can wake up in the morning and it feels different. It feels a lot different. I don't know about you, but it does for me. And it just makes me feel stuff like, now it's like before I wake up and I'm like, I feel like I'm on a nightmare on my street. And, I'm just like, dang, I'm waiting for, Freddy Krueger to come out, and all those different things. But now when I wake up, I said, this is giving me a new opportunity to be able to brush up on whatever I didn't do yesterday, or come correct better with myself to do everything that I wanted to do, plus so much more. So different things about that, when you're allowing yourself to go through that transition and no longer fighting or resisting that change that you know is inevitable. It has to take place. And a lot of times, yes, it is uncomfortable. But when you get to that point where it feel like everything is hitting you from the back, hitting you from not the back, but that doesn't sound right, hitting you from all different directions, taking place, it can feel very overwhelming. But a lot of these things, they're preparing us for something that is great. They're preparing us for making sure that you're ready for what you asked for. And you got to be prepared for more than what you asked for. So they're going to give you initial things. And when I say things is hitting me like crazy, you think I'm about to allow that phase me? No. I'm just like, okay, it's just, okay, I know how to work away around that. It's always a way around something that, where you feel like it's really like, really, you really have to do that. That's really being petty. But now it's just like, okay, I know how to get around that. I'm good. Let me allow myself to focus on today. I'm not about to break the sweat over something that's out of my control. And that's when you're allowing yourself to know where things that used to really irritate you and it really took your focus off of what you need to do to help you grow, and you're not putting yourself on something that's irrelevant that is out of your hands. You're allowing yourself to say, okay, how can I make this situation better to where I can still move swiftly for myself, and all this, because it's like right now I got so much time to where it's allowing me to focus on me, allowing me to be able to, focus on what I want to do with my life, things that I know that I need to really work on within myself. And that's what's going on right now. And a lot of times it's like, that's why I send so many blessings and prayers out to people, because we go through so much. And it's just like, even though better things is coming your way, sometimes we can place that energy on things that truly wounded us. And that's not what it's for. And a lot of times that paved us the way to go into a direction we never thought we were going to enter. And I always tell people, you're going through what you're going through, and you're still surviving that. Yes, it might hurt. Yes, it might feel like, it's like the end of the world to you, or why did this have to happen to me? These things are taking place for things you never thought you were going to have coming into your life, and it's just really allowing you to do that. And it's just like, you really don't know if you knew the magnitude. And I said that in one of my descriptions, one of my videos. When you knew the magnitude of the things that's coming your way, you will understand why things are like that in your life. And that's why they made me do that video about, warriors going to uprise. There's so many different things that's hitting you left and right, left and right. There's so many, you may bump heads with people. You may feel like, oh, I don't even want to be bothered with them folks no more. Or, let me allow myself to be by myself because I'm so interactive and stuff like that. Let me allow myself to get that breathing time for myself, to be able to focus on myself. And being able to do things that's therapeutic to help you grow, to help you heal. And when you're allowing yourself to focus on that right there is showing you. Because you may not have been doing that a few days ago. You were always focusing on things that, it could have been something that brought back an old memory. It's like last night, I know I had to say thank you to the universe for that, because there were certain things that I came across and I didn't realize, like if I had my own playlist set up to watch certain things, and it'll be something that'll key off something that remind me of something I went through in my past. I said, let me allow myself to, back up and, go a different way, because I'm not allowing myself to bring back that old trigger that is non-existent anymore. Let me allow myself not to get in that, because it's going to put me in that mode and I'm not trying to get there. Then I had to allow myself to say, girl, what? Self said, and being able to tell myself, look at how you're growing. You're not allowing yourself to invest in certain type of energy where it's going to pull you back into a situation you already closed the door on. That's letting you know you're not allowing yourself to go that way. You're being very selective about what you allow in your frequency. You're being very selective about what you're allowing into your life. And when you're doing that, because there may be certain things that you may want to do or whatever. If it's something you need to heal from, you need to heal from. Because a lot of times when things are entering your life, universe and devil know your weaknesses. They'll place it right there just to see if your energy is going to change. Like, oh, it's such and such coming in my face. If I bump into that person again, you know what? I'm gonna just say, hey, how you doing, and keep it moving. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, you sure about that, huh? And you end up going to the store and bumping into that person. They want to make sure you gonna say what you said you were gonna do. Is your energy gonna change? I say I would sit up here I'm that type of person. I really don't care. I can sit next to my enemy right now that couldn't even stand me and say, hey, what's up? And keep on going and act like they ain't even there. That's just going to make them mad, because the fact is I'm sitting right next to them and I'm trying to act like it don't faze me, because it's not, because I'm not in that predicament anymore. I'm not allowing myself to pull myself in the element where it just taught me a very valuable lesson about myself, about that individual and that whole situation I've been placed in. I'm good, boo. You know, when you're allowing yourself to do that, because your growth is pushing you in different places that are very not, very foreign. So it's allowing you to be able to venture off in things that you really never seen yourself doing. Now it's like your brain frequency, your vibes that you have is so up there that you're seeing things and doing things at a very, very different level. And you'll allow yourself, you will know when you're doing it, because you'll see certain things that take place that you used to react a certain way, you used to move a certain way, or you allowed yourself to stall out and get upset in a certain way when certain things came up. And then when you're allowing yourself to do it, and that's a lot of times we don't understand why universe tells that you're not really ready yet, you're not aligned, and you get mad because you really want these things. They really want you to want these things that they're trying to give you too, but they want to make sure you're aligned with what they're about to invest in your life, because what's invested in your life is a one-time thing. They want to make sure, because once you mess up, it ain't no coming back to that. So that's the reason why we got to go through these things and being able to face what we need to face, heal what we need to heal, walk away from what we walk away from, forgive what we feel like is the unforgivable, give compassion where it's confusion. And when you're allowing yourself to do that, man, you your own planet. I said you are your own planet. So allow yourself to grow. You deserve these things. There are so many different things that's taking place in your life that you never even thought that that you would ever be able to do. There's so many doors that's opening for you didn't even go in that direction or even knocked on. A lot of times you went towards different directions and they told you to go and the door was locked. Now they about to open up for you. So allow yourself to be able to expand to how you see things, how you look for things, and how you discover things, because you allow yourself to know that there's so many changes taking place you never seen it coming. So I'll see you on my next video. Have a blessed weekend. Be safe and responsible at everything you do, and like and subscribe, share, tell somebody about the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Much love. Peace.